At the beginning of an art week, I decide to take the time to clean up my studio, so that is what I'm doing here. As you can see, I have quite the mess. I have the tendency to lay everything on this bed because this studio also doubles as a guest room, and I love having the bed sometimes, but unfortunately I end up laying a bunch of stuff on it in a hurry when I'm really working on stuff frantically and lay everything there. So I'm taking the time to clean it all off before I start my work for the week. And it always makes me feel so much better to just stop and reset the studio, because I can work so much better when it's nice and clean. Hey there, Amy Hetrick here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. This is my channel where we just do all kinds of fun drawings and whatever else this artist likes to get up to. But I have decided to start a series of tutorials on how to draw animals, because I have some future books that I want to do, and animals are not something I draw typically, so I definitely need to learn. So while I'm learning, I thought I'd teach you what I come up with and what I decide to draw. So in this week's video, I thought we would draw one of my favorite animals, which are bears, like big brown bears type of bears. I like them because they have a lot of fun personality. I feel like you can do so many different things with them. You can make them big and scary, or you can make them real friendly and goofy looking. So that's what I thought I'd do. We're going to draw some bears like this, and I'm going to show you step by step. I'll go slow, and as always, when you're drawing, you can always rewind it if I'm going too fast, because sometimes I get excited and move a little bit faster. So all you need for this is some paper and a pencil, and if you want to color it in after, go for it. Do what you want to do. And if you like these videos, please make sure you give me a like and a subscribe. It really helps my channel out so I can do more videos for you. All right, get your supplies and come join me at my art table. So I chose to show you how to do bears because bears are one of those characters that I just think are fun. I feel like they have a lot of personality. You can make them into characters very easily with lots of personality. And so they end up in my sketchbook quite a bit, as you can see. Big bear hug. And what's cool about bears is they have different shapes and sizes, like us, which is cool. So you can really change bears. I think that's all. Let's see what other bears. Can't show you some of this stuff because projects I'm working on. And then this morning I did these ones. Clearly this bear needs coffee, kind of how I was feeling this morning. And I'm not sure what's going on with this bear, but he's a little grumpy. Maybe with this bear, I don't know what happened here, but what's fun, like I said, with bears is you can make them different shapes and sizes. Like this one's kind of more boxy, and this one's got like tiny head, big body. Like you can change the proportions for characters to make them just unique and different looking. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is how to do simple bears. Probably we'll do a couple different kinds because that's just what I like to do. Let's see, I've got some. Do I have more over here? I'm not going to show you those because let's get back down to it. So all you need for this is pencil. Like I said, put that aside. Okay. Whoa, hello. All right, so the way I like to do a bear is I like to start off with the head. I'm going to kind of go with the small head thing. Okay, rewind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a front-facing bear. So like if you're looking front-facing on, because that's the easiest to do. And then I'll show you how you can make them to the side to see the shape of their face more. But the easiest way to do is to just start off with a circle kind of circle head. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, circle head. And then I'm going to do a big body on this one, because bears are large and in charge. Whoa, he had quite a bit of honey in that one. And see, I'm not really worried if it gets big and wonky. Who cares? That's what's fun about character drawing, the way I like to do it, is it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, that's kind of like my motto, is it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that's the head and the body. Now let's go ahead and do the legs. And I like to do the legs straight line down there, straight line down there, diagonal line there. Those were kind of diagonal lines too. I'm stopping there, and then I'm going to do his big feet. Now you can make this furry or however you want to make it. Down. Sometimes they have nails, so you can draw those if you want, or you don't have to. Whoa, this is my first drawings of the day, so I'm a little shaky. First off, no big deal. Okay, now the fun part is I like to start with the face and the personality. So they have this, like, I think it's called a muzzle, or their like nose. But front facing, you can't really see the shape of it, but it just looks more like just a circle oval shape. That's what I'm going to do. You can make it whatever shape. You can do it, you know, ovals like that. You can do it more round. You can do it square. It's however you like to do it. Okay, so I'm going to do his nose. His nose is more on the top, like that. Kind of like a little bit of triangle. And then I color that in. And this is where it gets fun. Before we put in the mouth, because that's where the attitude shows, or personality shows, I'm going to put in the eyes. Now you can do the eyes so many different ways. You can do dots for eyes, just little dots like that. That's cute. Or you can do circles like that. What's fun about when you do circles or ovals like this is what I like to do, is you can then put the pupils, and then they become like, they can look to this side, they can look down, they can look up, they can look goofy by cross-eyed, they can look surprised. You know, you can change their personality. But if you just want to go simple, do dots. And that's what's nice about when you're drawing something like this. You can have 5 or 10 people drawing and going through my tutorial, and they'll all be different, and that's what's cool. So yours should not look like mine. It should be different. It should be uniquely yours. And I'm going to have him looking off to the right. Okay, so now let's see. The eyebrows are another fun thing that can show personality. If he's kind of like, what's happening over here? Like, maybe I'm going to put his eyebrows a little low. You can draw them straight lines, or you can draw them curved lines. You know, however you want to do it. You can draw them bushy. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to do straight lines. He's going to have something he's looking at over here. And let's see. I'm going to put a straight line down. So now this is where, I'm going to show you over here. This is where the personality comes in, okay? With his mouth. Now, if you want kind of like attitude, just leave the stick down. If you want a smile, a happy bear, make a smile. If you want a sad bear, make a frown. But nobody likes a sad bear, unless there's a part of my story that I'm writing that as that. Or you can have a surprised bear like that. Like there's all kinds of things you can do with the mouth to make them have personality. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make mine a surprised bear, because I'm going to draw something here in a minute that would be a little bit alarming. Okay, let's go ahead and add the ears. Just little simple, kind of almost like teardrop shapes, like that. Okay, and then you'll color it in around there. Leave the opening or the middle free, because you can go in and add a little bit of pink. Okay, now I'm going to do the arms. Let's see. I'm just going to put them side down. So I'm going to follow the shape of the body, and then come around and up like that. Follow the shape of the body, come around and up. And then make this look like paws. Put a couple lines there, a couple lines there. Now you can go back. Can make my lines a little bit. Now you can make it like furry bear if you want. Add some fur marks. You can add some fur marks here like this. You can go back and color if you want. I want to show his roundness, so I'm going to shade a little bit. Bears have the tendency to have a lighter belly than the outside, so I'm just going to color that in a little bit. If you don't want to do pencil, you can go back with colored pencils or markers or paint, whatever you want. Okay, so that's your basic bear. Oh, I said I was going to draw something. This is just something easy. I just think because bears are always getting into honey, and bees make honey. So he's like, oh, that bee wasn't too happy with me getting into its honey. So he's like, actually, since it's a surprise look, I'm going to go back and change the eyebrows. That's what's good about doing it in pencil, is you can go trim. I'm going to be like, eyebrows. If you ever look at yourself in the mirror when you're surprised, your eyebrows go way up. Okay, and so there's that basic bear. Now I'm going to show you how to do one that's more like this, where it's kind of like looking off to the side. So again, we're going to start with kind of a circle shape a little bit, and you can change the shape. So I'm not fully doing my circle. You can draw your circle if you want. I'm just stopping right there. So I'm just doing kind of like a half circle. And then I'm just going to, this is kind of a come out on his nose, curve down and up like that. Kind of looks like a duck at the moment, but hang in there with me and you'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get his shape, finish his neck. I think I made him a little bit close to this bear, but that's okay. And then let's see, maybe you want to make a skinny bear. Although I'm not sure that I've seen too many skinny bears. So I'm just going to do down here, and then I'm going to do like that. Like I said, change the shape, play around with it, fill pages and pages of bears and make them all different. That's what's so fun. When I'm working on a new character, I will fill pages and pages and pages of different ones and just play and see what I like. And you'll be surprised. Like, I really liked this one this morning. I was like, oh, I really like him. He might be a character in a story because his little mood kind of makes me laugh. So anyway, so that's the body. Let's go ahead and do, maybe we're going for, I'll show you how you can like make them like hold things. Okay, so let's go ahead and curve this arm down. Like that. Okay. And then maybe this one will be holding that thing also, so I'm curving it down and having it hold. So now when you do that, you want to erase your working line there, or you don't. Sometimes I leave my sketch lines, are fun. Okay, now okay, we're just gonna leave it. I talk to myself when I'm drawing. I'm sorry guys. Okay, legs. Just do kind of like a half triangle, straight line down for the foot. Do that on both sides, and then curve, curve. Line there to show the toes or whatever. Just draw a little triangle for this little tail, because they do have one of those little tiny little tails. Okay, let's put the paw marks like that. Okay, let's finish up his face. So let's go up and let's do his nose. Like that. It's a triangle like this. Fill it in. Now, we're gonna go straight line down. Now this bear is a happy bear. And this bear is going to be delivering a special package here in a minute. So, so straight line down and then a smile. And then I'm going to add these little freckle marks, because they have these little like freckle marks and with little, sometimes little whiskers. Okay, I'm going to do an eye. And like I said, you can do the eye however you want. I'm going to put one eye there. I'm going to put the other one eye out. I know that looks silly, but I think it makes me laugh. So maybe he's looking at him or she. And then there's the ear. It's kind of like a little teardrop. Teardrop. There we go. Okay, now I'm going back and add in some rough lines for fur. You can do that if you want, or you don't have to. Oh, eyebrows. I love eyebrows. And it's okay to do them off of its shape, to do them kind of in the air. If you look at old cartoons, that was very popular. Gives it more personality. Okay, get some fur. All right, now, maybe is he or she. I'm gonna do flowers. She's carrying flowers. So stem, 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 stem. Doesn't have to be perfect. Go crazy. There's the bottom of the stems. Okay, and then you can draw flowers however you want. I'll show you different ways to do them. You can do dot in the center, teardrop, 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 teardrop all the way around. You can do that. I'll do one of those. Dot in the center, teardrop, 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 teardrop. Do another one. Teardrop, 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 teardrop. And if I'm ever going too fast, all you have to do is rewind, pause, whatever you need to do, slow it down. Just remember that I've been drawing my entire life, so I move a little quicker than if you're a beginner, then maybe you do, and that's okay. So just rewind it. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to show you how to do a little tulip. That's super easy. I'll do like a teardrop in the middle, and then do I was going to do another teardrop, but I don't like that. I'm trying to remember how I do tulips. I think I'm just going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, and around like that. Let me show you again. So you do scoop it around and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. Scoop it around. 1, 2, 3, 4 little straight lines. Go up, down, like zigzag, like this. Like that. Okay? 2, 3, 4. And around. And then you can go back and color it in and do however you want. What I really like to do, sometimes I like to keep my characters really simple. And I might keep it like black and white, but then add a little bit of color. So I'm going to add some blush, and I'm going to add some of the pink in the ear, inner ear. And then I like to pick up the color somewhere else in my illustration, so I'm going to add it to the tulips. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Blush. Pretty cool. Okay, I think I'm going to make these flowers yellow just because I like. I don't really like that yellow. Okay. Pretty. Okay. I'm going to add yellow to this little bee. Add a little bit more black. There's black and yellow bees that are good for pollinating flowers. Okay. And there you have it. And fill up a, bunch of bears and everything. So in the next video, I am going to show you, I think, how to draw another animal, probably a bunny. So why don't you go ahead and write that down. I think that's going to be like next week, or the next time I do a video. Should be next week. Well, I'll be doing the next animal in my series, which I believe is a bunny. So this will be fun for me. I haven't drawn bunnies in a long time, and I'm just going to work through this series of animals, and it will really help me with my children's book illustrations and maybe future books, and hopefully it'll help you too, and we'll have fun in the process, because how is this not fun? This is super fun. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye bye now.